returning guests. We have Todd Carter from the Hospitality House, and we also have Jennifer with us today on the show from the Western Youth Network. And you guys are going to be talking with us today a little bit about Stone Soup coming up.
Yes.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about this event for any of our viewers who have never heard of it.
Sure. It is a nonprofit capacity building conference, and as Todd and I like to say, it's one of the few opportunities that we have here in our local area to actually get some capacity building and professional development. Most of the time we have to travel to Charlotte, we have to go on an expensive webinar, but this is one that's actually happening right here in our backyard, and we're pretty excited about that. So.
That's exactly why it was started 4 years ago, because there are such a high concentration of nonprofits in the high country. And we have to go 2 hours plus to any meaningful capacity building or leadership training. So we're bringing it up here.
Right.
So it's, yeah, 4th year.
Sounds awesome. Now, Stone Soup, where does that name come from?
Yeah.
You got it down, Jennifer.
I'll try to give you the very brief version of the story. There's a very extended version of the story that we sometimes tell at the Stone Soup Conference, but essentially there are some visitors that come into a village and they ask the villagers, do you guys have anything to eat? And each place they go to, everybody says, nope, 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 we don't have anything at all. So finally the visitors decide to just put some stones in a pot, and they said, we're going to make soup out of stones. And so the villagers come up with curiosity, and then slowly, one by one, they each say, well, I have some potatoes and I have some carrots, and suddenly all these things appear and they have a really great soup. And so that's the name that we came up with that sort of represented our session, because each of us nonprofit leaders have some nugget of information or something that we can share to make everybody else stronger. And so when we all come together, there's a great feast.
And sometimes it feels like we're trying to make soup out of stones.
Yes, it does.
So
Yes.
we need everybody's piece to make it a delicious morsel.
That is
That's right.
great. Now, it's been going on for 4 years. So how much has this grown in the 4 years?
I think there's been a ton of growth. I would say we started out probably under 100 participants the first year, and then last year we had right around 200. So, and I think the exciting thing too is that we are gaining support from outside of the little area here. So, we had a ton of people from Ashe, Wilkes, Allegheny, surrounding counties, and then also a growing contingent from Hickory, Charlotte area. So, to me, that's the most exciting thing, is this is starting to spread, and we're actually bringing people here to our hotels and our restaurants, and from people off the mountain, places off the mountain.
Right, absolutely. So how many people are you expecting this year?
We're hoping for 200.
200,
maybe
a little more. If we get more, we'll have to pack out the ballroom at the Parkway Ballroom.
Yes.
Yeah, the Parkway Ballroom at Plymouth's, and it is great because we've developed a reputation for Stone Soup, and it's not just us. It's the United Way. It's ACT. It's Hope Pregnancy Center.
We've got
Habitat for Humanity.
Yep.
Donor Express software company. And this year, the North Carolina Community Foundation is offering scholarships to nonprofits that don't have a big budget and want to come, like startup nonprofits with not a large budget, that they'll pay for attendees from those nonprofits, and they can go apply online for a scholarship.
Fantastic. Now, talk with us a little bit about why something like this is important. As you said, we do have so many great nonprofits in the high country. Why is it important to come together and kind of see how you can form a sense of community?
Well, I really think that there's so much networking that can be done. I think it's very easy to get into your nonprofit silo, and everybody's so busy that you just think, like, I can only focus on what's right in front of me. And this really gives us an opportunity to network with one another and say, oh, I didn't know Hospitality House was doing that. We should work together. Right. And so it just really gives us a chance to increase our capacity to work with one another. And I think that ultimately is better for our donor community and our business community, because their dollars stretch further when all of us are working together to make a really strong community.
So it's great networking.
Yes,
great
absolutely.
Networking, and we have an absolute great panel of speakers coming from all over the state. Our keynote speaker is Carl Yenna, and I heard him speak at the Second Harvest Food Bank Hunger Conference last year. I was blown away. He excited me, motivated me. I was ready. And he is a former vice president of RJR Nabisco, and he now dedicates his life to nonprofits. He is on the board at Second Harvest, and he served on over 200 boards, so he's got a wealth of nonprofit knowledge to share. And then we break up into different sessions: legal, fundraising, finance, human resources, several different things. Anything that touches it's not so much different than a business conference, because we are businesses as nonprofits. We actually have Dan Meyer, president of the chamber, who'll be doing a session as well on how to engage the business community engage with nonprofits.
Perfect. Now, what is kind of the agenda for the day? What should people expect?
We're going to get kicked off around 8 o'clock, and we'll have registration from 8 to 8:30, and then after that we'll have sessions all throughout the day, and we'll wrap up around 4. There's going to be an awesome lunch provided by Stick Boy Kitchen, so you can expect amazing coffee, amazing sandwiches, salads, everything that they do.
Even breakfast when you get there at 8 o'clock and you register, you can pick up some stuff from Stick Boy Kitchen, and the price is phenomenal compared to all the other conferences we go to, and even the webinars that we do. Right now, you can register for $40 on our website, stonesoup.appstate.edu. After the 21st, early bird registration goes away, and it becomes $45. So a great deal, a great day of networking, and we're really looking forward to it.
That's great. Now, do you have a lot of people who have come all 4 years and continue to come back?
Yes.
I think we do. Yeah,
we do.
Absolutely. A lot of the locals, like people who don't want to travel to Charlotte to get a training, we come back year after year.
And we're gaining traction, like Jennifer said, across the state to where we're getting a good reputation. And so people are contacting us about when's the next Stone Soup. We had an evening workshop in March that I would say 80% of the people were first timers for a Stone Soup event. So the word is out there, and people were signing up on the spot for the conference. So it's great for the high country business community. It's great for nonprofits. It's great for for just the high country, because we're exposing it to a lot of different people, and we're all in the business of doing good.
That's great. Now, what is the biggest thing that you hope people will take away from the conference?
Good question. I think there's so much diversity among the attendees that each person is probably going to take something different, and we have really tried hard to make sure that each session is tailored for the beginners as well as the advanced nonprofit folks. But I think personally, I just hope that people walk away with a new connection or a new bit of information from somebody that they share community with, maybe some new idea or new opportunity to network with one another.
And I want people to walk away with a renewed energy and spirit. I want people to know that there can be real soup in your bowl. It's not just stones, and that you can do it.
Absolutely. Yes. Sounds like an incredible event. And we also have another event that we want to touch on real quick.
Well, we just want to give a little teaser to that Western Union Network and Hospitality House are partnering on a Memorial Day fundraiser. It's a 5K color run on the Greenway. So you can register at hosphouse.org. Again, we are teaming up to run for a brighter community, and it's going to be a fun thing. Starts at 4 o'clock since the kids are in school that day. Snow makeup. So now they can just come right from school, and Mitchie's Yogurt's going to be out there giving away free yogurt. It'll be face painting and games and a 5K fun run that you just get all the colors of the rainbow at the end. So yeah, we're really proud to be doing this together.
Absolutely. Can you walk?
You can walk, you can jog, you can stroll, you can do anything but walk your dog. It's going to be on the Greenway, so you can hop, you can skip, whatever you want to do, it's totally fine.
Because I do not jog.
No.
Now, a color run, I love this. It's on my bucket list. I've got to do a color run.
Well, I know where you can do it.
Exactly. Right? This is an awesome event. Talk with us a little bit about the color run concept. I've heard it's the happiest run on earth.
It is. You run, and there along the 5K, there are different spots that you get environmentally safe colored powder thrown on you. So you get your white shirt that is provided when you register, and then you have no idea what your shirt's going to look like at the end. And then at the end of the finish line, there's a big color party. So everyone's just throwing color and dancing to the music, and so you go home with a uniquely tie-dye colored t-shirt and have a really good time too. It's a great way to end the Memorial Day holiday weekend.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've always wanted to do one of those too, so maybe we'll check that out.
Let's just register right now. Who's got their phone?
Let's just do it right now. Well, that sounds perfect. And it sounds like you guys have a great partnership with your two different organizations as well.
Yeah, we do. That's something we're very proud of and something we want to cultivate more, because I really do feel like we can strengthen our work and strengthen the entire community when we're all working together and talking together and not competing.
That's wonderful.
Now, remind everybody one more time, Stone Soup registration.
stonesoup.appstate.edu.
All right, perfect.
And that will
color-
take place on May 15th, which is a Thursday from 8 to 4.
We should probably say that.
Yep.
Date's important. And then color run registration.
Hosphouse.org, and just click on the color run icon.
All right, so very easy to register for both of these events.
Super easy.
All right, sounds great. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks,
to talk with us.
ladies.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.